Friends, this morning when I woke up, as even all of you when you woke up, you must have seen Madras had unusual fog. That is not fog, that is smoke. Because today is the beginning of these 3-4 days harvest festival. The whole Madras, whole Tamil Nadu is enjoying, like all over India also, harvest festival everywhere in every state. And here the custom in Tamil Nadu is to burn down everything that was old. So everybody enjoys burning everything. Now if you really look into it, sir, please find out. Can you really burn down everything that is old? What about your own body? Can you burn your memories? And should you burn it? And a person can tell very nicely, Swamiji, that is why I forget every self-knowledge class. With yesterday's thought. Understand, friends. You don't have to burn anything. When everything is self-dismissing, please listen. When everything is self-dismissing, you do not have to dismiss anything in life. Allow the body to live. Body shall pass. Allow the thoughts that shall pass. Because everything in this universe is continuously changing, continuously dying. That is why we'll see the difference between the being and the becoming. Who you are is your being. What all you have is in the realm of becoming. Please see that point. It's a matter of constant meditation. Your thoughts, memories, agitations, when they are all in the realm of continuously moving, changing, self-dismissing, who you are, the self, the awareness, continuously surviving. Your being, who you are, cannot be lost. What all things that you have, beginning from your memories, your thoughts, your sensations, perceptions, your sense organs, your physical body, and the home in which the body is living in, the whole planet, stars, galaxies, universe. Everything is in the realm of becoming, continuously changing. Unfortunately, what happened is, we are always introduced to all that is changing, all that is continuously getting dismissed, but we have never been introduced to ourselves as who we are. This point you must see it very clearly. many times you have seen this example of Shiva. What you say, Shivoham, Shivoham, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chittaninaham, Nacha Srotra Jivhe, Nacha Grana Netre, Nacha Vyoma Bhumi, Na Tejo, Na Vayu, Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. In this one verse, in fact in every revelations of Vedas, Upanishads, two dimensions of the Aham. Shivoham, Shivoham. Everybody can say that. Everybody in this universe can say that Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Who I am, Chidananda Rupa, that is in the Chit, awareness, continuously ever existing. Like friends, we are sitting now in the class. Unless you are aware, what are you going to listen? Your body by itself cannot listen. There must be ears. Your ears by themselves cannot listen if your mind is somewhere. Are you getting that point, please? Your thoughts have to be registered, and it has to happen in your being awareful, conscious. This arrangement doesn't belong to us, friends. It is with everybody, in every one of us. When you are coming here, I say, when you are coming here, you are bringing your body to this place. But the body doesn't come for enlightenment. It's so simple. Body has no sense of bondage. Body has no sense of enlightenment. Body has no sense of mortality. Neither it is craves for immortality. Deho na janati. Body does not know. So listening is not a physical activity. Can you beat it? See that? Listening is not a physical activity. Walking is a physical activity. But ultimately, please, even this walking is not a physical activity, because this activity is triggered from within. Are you getting that point, please? It's so sweet. There is nothing more easier and instantaneous than the absolute wisdom. It's the one thing you cannot relegate it to the womb of the past, nor can it lose itself in future. It is an eternal presence. You can't escape. So there is nothing old left out to be burnt. Do you understand that point? It's like poetry. There is nothing left out to be burnt. What you are seeing is a continuous presence. That is why you can see in life, friends, if you bring your past memories into the present, you can refer to your past, but let it not interfere with your life. If you bring your past memories to your present, not only it will poison your present, but also it will poison your future. Suppose you had a very sad experience. You felt humiliated, disrespected, unwanted, miserable. You had that experience. If it continuously comes back to the present, I was humiliated, I was so poor, I was so disrespected, unwanted. If it brings to you, your present is finished, it will also poison your future. Are you getting that point, please? It's completely, continuously. A thought means past. There is nothing called a present thought. Your thought is always about your past. Now we are sitting down. Think. What shall you think? About the future. The present, what you call as the thought, is a memory of your childhood, your youth, your relationship, your experiences, many things. But these continuously changing thoughts are happening in a presence which is eternal, consciousness. Example you can see, space is never old. All that is built in space goes on changing. But the space, that which accommodates everything, that is why known as the Akasha. Akasha means Avakasa Datrutvat Akasha, which accommodates everything. Space accommodates. All that is accommodated is not space. Fire burns. All that is burnt is not fire. Understand? Water flows. All that floats is not water. It's amazing dimensions, friends. In every experience of life, silence holds every sound, accommodates every sound in it. Silence is not a sound. Perception is not the eyes. Oh. Eyes perceive, but the perception is not your eye. Ears listen, but ears is not a listening. Tongue taste itself has no taste. And when these perceptions happen, sensations happen, impressions are created. Where are the impressions created? Not in the object. You see the flower, but the flower is not an impression. You see the flower with your eyes. Eyes are not an impression. The thought takes place. Your eyes can't see anymore. You are conscious. Consciousness is not an impression. Are you getting that point, please? It is so simple, so direct, instantaneous. So what is the past remains to be burnt. It's a continuous present. That is why they say this whole creation is like writing letter in the water. The water is there. As childhood, when you are playing in the canal, we will be bathing, you try to write a letter. I never thought it would be such a beautiful example. You will write a letter to tell the other person, see, what is see? As you start writing a letter, it goes on the water. You can't write a letter in the water. It continuously wipes out. Water is the present. Consciousness, nothing can be inscribed in consciousness. It always remains as self-awareness. In every thought, in every perception, in every sensation, in every object. That is yourself. So when you say Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva, auspicious, deathless, immortal. And the other word that is in our tradition, we call it Shaba. Shaba means a dead body. Anything that is dying and changing is Shaba. Anything that is dying and changing are subject to becoming, continuously changing. All that is changeless and deathless. Shiva, awareness, Chetana. If you give it a form, Shiva, all pervasive, Ishvara. If you, Shiva, the deathless, immortal, formless, Chetana, consciousness. So, consciousness, nameless, formless, or all names, all forms, are intertwined. Like being and becoming. The gold is the being, ornaments are becoming. The clay is the being, the pots are becoming. How beautiful. The silence is the being, sounds are becoming. All that is becoming are thousands and millions of things. The being is one. In every aspect of life you can see that, friends. That is why when you appreciate this, every moment of your life is meditation. Every moment of life. Yadyat karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tabaradhanam. O Lord, whatever little action is done, that is your meditation. That's being with yourself. You name it agitation, the content is meditation. You call the sound as the disturbance, the silence is the content of every sound. This is amazing. Every moment it is there with us. Call it mana, buddhi, chittam, ahankar. Call it your mind, a thought of many kinds. Indecision, buddhi decisions, chittam all the memories, I thought. Every thought. I am not. Chittani naham, I am not. Nacha srutra juhe, nacha grahana netre. Neither the eyes, ears, tongue, nose, skin, sense organs. I am not. They don't have a sense of I. Your sense organs have no sense of I. Your thoughts have no sense of I. Neither your elements, bhumi, apa, space, air, fire, none of them are I. And who I am is none of these things. Shivoham, Shivoham. That indeed is myself, Chetana, consciousness. Both are coexistent. Are you getting that? There where there is a becoming, there itself is being. There where you see the changes, there is the changeless content. There you see the mighty waves, there is the absolute still water. Can you escape seeing that, friends? Can you escape? Impossible. But in life, what has happened is, as children who are growing up, nobody has introduced us to that. We have been introduced to everything that is changing, dying, dismissed, moving, perceived, seen. But nobody introduces us to the very fundamental, the foundation of existence, that is ourself. If I have to even think of it, suppose we have to talk to each other. Please, just dramatize it. Suppose we have to talk to each other. What will happen? You sit down, I sit down. You bring your body, you sit down, I sit down. Right. Then what is happening? You are quiet, I am quiet. We have to start talking. If you have to start talking, what should we do? Please, 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 please. Don't miss it. Huh? You are sitting down, I am sitting down. Is it talking? No. Suppose you have to talk, what shall you do? Suppose somebody says, hey, why these two fellows are simply sitting? Come on, talk something. Then what will you do? What shall I talk? You think, what shall I talk? Thoughts. Which language you shall talk? Please talk something Swahili. Talk something in Eskimo language now. Come on. You will be silenced forever. Because in your mind, these thoughts are not there. So, if you have to talk, you have to have a thought, a corresponding thought. And for that corresponding thought to be seen, you must be conscious. Am I talking sense or nonsense? Are you getting that point? Why am I so desperate? Because it's so simple. For God's sake, if you don't know it, don't complicate for others. It's the simplest. Simplest. You are talking about consciousness, you don't know what consciousness is. Or else you'll shut up. Dhiro etad vigyaya anyavacha vimunchatha. Upanishad, so beautiful. Dhiraha, the person wise, awakened unto himself, etad vigyaya, having seen it, anyavacha vimunchatha. Shut up. Don't talk. Live your life. You cannot believe there is a verse in Mahabharata. If I tell you, many people will commit suicide. Who? The people who are engaged in discourse, discussing, it is not me talking, Mahabharata. Pathakas chaiva. Ye tueva sastra chintaka. Murkho vyasanina sarve yastu kriyavan sapandita. A person, that person is pandita, panda, brahmavidya, asyasti, the person is awakened, who is kriyavan. Kriyavan means living this wisdom. What is that wisdom? Being himself. Listen carefully. The biggest, greatest achievement in life is not to achieve something, not to do something, but being yourself. This will not be understood by anybody. Because when you are introduced to people, you are introducing them with what degrees they have, what money they have, what position they have, what achievements they have, what countries they have visited. Or he climbed the Himalayan mountain, he went to the moon or star or something somewhere. You talk about their actions, talk about their achievements or failures. You deride somebody for a failure, you worship somebody for a little physical achievement. The person who achieves, he himself is so empty, he knows it means nothing. The greatest action in life is being yourself, and it's not an action. What is after immortality? What is after the happiness itself? Yadgyantva naparam geyam, knowing which nothing else remains to be known. Yalladhva naparam labham, gaining which there is nothing else to be gained. Yatkrutva naparam krutyam, by doing which, achieving which, nothing else remains to be done. So what is the greatest, incomparable, the best thing? Just being yourself. Everybody has done already everything by being himself. Call it the universe, call it intelligence, call it Ishvara. He has not left to human agencies to achieve something greater than what already is. Therefore, the Book says that so beautifully that Mahabharata writing, Pathaka, Pathaka Saiva. The people who are reading and the people who are teaching. Pathaka, Pathaka. The person who is reading, the person who is teaching. Etu Shastra Chintaka. And the people who are studying Shastra means different types of Vedas, Vedanta. Whether it is Dharma Shastra, Artha Shastra, Kama Sutra, Brahma Sutra, it is those who are studying all these things. Any type of study. Think. Murkha Vyasanina Sarve. Murkha. All are muttad. Just listen to that. All are dumb. Vyasanina are reveling as though, Vyasana means luxuriating. Indulging in descriptions, talks and no talk and all that stuff. All are murkha. Why? They don't see the truth of themselves. Yastu Kriyavan, who has seen himself, the greatest achievement of his life is what? After immortality, what? When somebody says, I am now going to school, then what? I'll go to college. Then what? I'll get a PhD. Then what? I'll get a job. Then what? I'll get married. Then what? I'll have children. Then what? I'll go to another country which is rich and prosperous. Then what? I shall become old. Then what? Will it live with a fulfillment? Suppose a person says, when I know myself, I'm immortal. Then what? Then the then doesn't exist. In a timeless, then doesn't exist. In time, now I am doing, then. In a timeless presence, when you are one with the timeless, that is why, how nicely in that Rudrashtakam, Tulsidas writes, Karalam Mahakala Kalam Krupalam. O Lord, you are Karalam, Mahakala Kala. Time, Kala means time. Time devours everything. Do you need to burn anything? Time is a fire. Kalosmi. Loka Kshekrut Prabuddha. Lokan Samahartumiha Prabuddha. When Arjuna asked Krishna, why have you taken such Vishwarupa, huge, infinite forms in one? Yatra ekastham jagat krishnam pasyadya sacharacharam. Hey Arjuna, see in one place the universes, everything in one spot. See it in me. That macrocosmic dimension, Arjuna is stunned still. He says, why? Why, O Lord? Why have you taken such wonderful dimensions? It's not a story. Look at the space itself. Look at the millions of stars, galaxies, and especially today with our knowledge of astronomy, astrology, cosmology, we know that the light travels 1 second, 186,000 miles. 1 second, in 1 minute into 60, in 1 hour into 60, in 1 day into 24, in 1 year 365. You understand? 186,000 miles into 60, 60, 30, 24, 365. 24, 30, 365. What is the distance? That is 1 light year. And the stars are millions of light years away. Billions of light years away. If you think of it, are you still existing? Then you are not thinking. That is why expansion. Apnoti vyapnoti iti atma. The whole knowledge means expansion, not contraction. Now we are contracted to a physical body. The same body which you call is a body, What a beautiful part of the macrocosmic universe. The space converges here. The fire, water, air, earth, everything converged. A tiny microscopic representation of the infinite universe. Where are you? Where are you? Until you think, I am this body, I don't know what to do, he has a better thing. Think, friends. This is the highest achievement. And the best part of it, you don't have to achieve it. It's already achieved. Siddhasya siddhi. Praptasya prapti. Already achieved, already gained. The moment your tiny little body was born into this universe, you have come loaded with infinity. You can't create a small, even idol, a doll, without the space being part of it. Even non-living doll, listen carefully, wow, Ishvara. If a non-living doll cannot be made, cannot be built without the space being part of it, unconscious, like Mother's glory, Jada Rupa, Jadatmika, Sarvam Jadatmika, Jada Rupa. Everything is inert. Like a doll is a tiny earthen doll, clay pot, clay doll. You cannot build it without the Jada, the space being a part of it. Same way, you cannot make a living, conscious human body or a thought without the consciousness being a part of it. So Chidrupa, Chaitanya Rupa, Chidatmika. It is Chetana consciousness, Chitsakti Chetana Rupa. It is Chetana consciousness in and through everything. Jada Sakti Jadatmika. Amazing dimensions. This paperweight, can it be made without the space? If you suppose to worry the space, that's what is space in your brain, you don't understand. The space is in and through it. Can anything displace the space? For something to exist, can the space be displaced? Space is too subtle. Chit Sakti, Chetanatmika, consciousness everywhere. So when our body is born, if the Panchabhuta, the five elements, inside these bodies, the space is inherent, air is inherent, fire is inherent, water is inherent, land, clay, earth is inherent. How beautiful. Can you separate yourself from the universe? Instead of expanding from this small little body to thinking that this is my little body, to understand the universe is here, is a different dimension. What are you doing? You are not changing your body to the universe, you are expanding your mind. Know yourself. For God's sake, don't condemn people with a physical body. Don't condemn somebody to certain practices, certain perceptions, certain sensations, certain positions, little bit thought. Why are we so desperate to be better than somebody? What is people's struggle? Not only I want to be rich, I must be richer than everybody. Not only I should be happy, I should be happier than everybody. Not only I must be important, I must be more important than everybody. Why? Struggle. And even more important than somebody, and that is the place you don't want to live. Like Nirasta Padabadeshe Erondo Pidurmayate. The land in which there are no trees, only grass or tiny little bushes. The castor oil plant thinks he is the Mahameru. He is the biggest plant. Like in the land of the blind, one-eyed fellow is the emperor. You understand that point? Please. Why do you want to be superior to somebody? And from childhood onwards it has been induced into us. Be the first in the class, the best in the place, richest in the village. So permanent struggle. There is an African game, the Ubuntu or Ubuntu something they say. Suddenly I remember that. When the children in the school, in that African village, there is a school and there is a school day, there is a games. In a games, there is a competition. 8-10 children will be competing. If they win, whoever wins, he gets a fruit basket. And these 8 to 9, what did they do? African children, the tradition is like that. They held each other's hand and everybody coming together. Why? Because no single person should win to have everything. What a tradition. The person who becomes champion, even if the number 2 is an idiot, number 3, number 4, number 5 is an idiots. Unless all these idiots are functioning, how are you going to be number 1 idiot? Like a rat race. Rat race means what? In the rat race, everybody is racing. Even the person who becomes the first in the rat race is a rat or lion. You continue to be a rat. Why is it more important? I have something which others don't have. Others have something which I don't have. But together we have everything. Why? It's like an orchestra, it's like a body. In our body, in fact, the entire, call it perception, enlightenment, vision, everything, whole thing is hidden in our little physical body. In this physical body, which part is more important? The toes will do their job, the foot will do their job, the calf muscles will do its job, the knee will do its job, the thigh will do its job, the stomach will do its job, all the organs also will do their job, the chest will do it, the heart, the lungs, everything, the back side. See, the back is so flat thing as though useless. Useless? You can't lean against anything. How many of you have seen your back? It's not a joke, friends. How many? Face? 1 hour spent in little breakfast. Why? Because I should not be fat. Again you go to wash your face. What for? Why? Only when the backache comes, you know how back is important. Every part of the body is needed for the sustenance of the body. Every tiny cell is needed for the whole body to sustain itself. One cell, whichever cell, becomes cancerous, the whole body, out. This much difficult to understand. In your physical body, one cell, one part is destroyed. Your leg is gone. Your knee joint is out. One little part of the backbone, so many bones are little bone this way, that way. What happened? The entire body, you are PhD, lie down. You are the most religious person. Any part, every cell must be taken care. Same thing in the human society. Who is bigger? Who is smaller? Which faith is better? As many people, that many faith. Should be. How does it matter? As even you have got million identities with you, and inside you there is a crowd. There are million identities. Father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, rich, poor, young, old, employed, unemployed, married, unmarried, or divorced, drunk, achiever, climber. How many personalities inside you? How many roles? Inside you there is a crowd. And even from among that crowd, are you understanding that? From among that crowd, if one role is destroyed, your entire personal universe is destroyed. I am feeling miserable because my wife ran away with somebody. I am feeling miserable because my son became a drug addict. I am miserable because my father who was so sweet is gone. I am miserable, the son to whom I was doing so all the time, playing with her or him, now the fellow is gone to somewhere. One. How many thoughts, sir, please tell me, how many thoughts shall you need to disturb you? How many conflicts shall you need to disturb yourself? How many? One. Should you have at a time toe infection, knee joint pain, thigh pain, stomach pain, back pain, all these pains together to have a pain? Anywhere. Breathing difficulty. The tip of the nose is something happening. The finger is like that. One part. Good enough. And your whole focus will be on that which is sick. Do you know why in a happy moment you are so comfortable? Because in the happy moment you are with yourself, you don't remember anything. In an unhappy moment, the thought comes up like a sore thumb. I am always remembering my mommy. I am remembering my father, my husband, my wife, my job. I remember how I was cheated, how I was humiliated. One thought. One thought. See that? Your physical body is so amazing. Where the universe converges. I think this is a body. Like beautifully somebody wrote, what the caterpillar thinks, the end of the life, God calls it a butterfly. For the caterpillar is the end of his existence. God calls it a butterfly. You are just a tiny body, disintegrated in the universe. Thoughts forgotten. Where? See, Swamiji, you are asking me this question, I can't remember. I really can't remember. How do you do that? I know what? I don't remember. So are you the knower or the forgetter fellow? In your moment of forgetfulness, you are enlightened. Why is it that you must remember everything and suffer? What is that for? Suppose, I want to remember everything. So that continuously being miserable, right? Are you getting that? I want to live 10 years more. So far, what have you done? Now you are 80-year-old or 90-year-old or 100-year-old. These last 100 years, are you been enjoying every moment of life? No, Swamiji, it has been pain. Then why do you want 10 years more? For what? Little more pain. Immortality is not a moment. It is not a month. It is not a year. It is not a millennium. It is not billion years. Immortality is timeless. Every moment, every time, you are absolutely happy with yourself. So these two things, friends, Shiva, Shava, immortal, dying, being and becoming, your body, your world, all that you see, even with your eyes, all that you see, drushta nashta svabhava. As you are seeing, it is continuously changing. Just see that. With this type of understanding, you are not dismissing anything, but you are understanding the nature of everything. Anything that is subject to objectification, drishyam, nashyam, if it is seen, it is subject to disintegration. The creation is continuously changing. The eyes or the body in whose presence I see the changes, that body also is continuously disintegrating because it is not the body seeing the world. Body is part of the world, part of the universe. As when the universe is disintegrating, body also is continuously disintegrating. Who is seeing the continuous disintegration of the body? Eyes. Oh, my finger. Oh, my hair is now becoming white. Oh, my skin has become very shriveling. So the eyes are seeing your body. So the body is now seen, continuously changing and aging. Eyes are wonderful. Now the eyes also are seen by your mind. I think I am losing sight. 15, 20-year-old is super. Now I have to do like this. Difficult. After I can't see, cataracted. So the eye is also continuously losing its power, changing. Drushta nashta. As you see it, it is also lost. So the thoughts are fantastic. Thoughts are happening. These days I have slowly started forgetting. I think, Swami, I am aging. I am old now. I am forgetting. Now only you are forgetting. 10-year-old also you forgot, but that time you are not worried. Now you are worried. Why? Nothing else to do. 10-year-old has time to play, so who cares what I forgot or did not forget? So sweet. But when you have nothing else to do, sitting down, I think I am forgetting. Why don't you think you are forgotten by people? That will be a little more shocking and give you a treatment. I am forgetting. You are forgetting? Or your problem is you are forgotten? My telephone doesn't ring. Nobody comes to me. Nobody talks to me. Oh, are you there for yourself? Nobody thinks that. If you are there for yourself, no universe is needed. Think. You are a consciousness in an unconscious body. You are the consciousness in and through inert unconscious thoughts. How can you be forgotten? But these are the pathetic statements. Be somebody. Be one governor, prime minister, this rich man, poor man, actor, artist, painter. Yes, sir, those are natural. Something or other I'll do. But most important thing is be yourself. Do not forget yourself in these hundreds and thousands of roles in life. Roles are needed. Understand? Don't say, silence is very precious. So just be silent. Exotic sounds. Nobody says exotic silence. Do you visit a country to see the exotic silence somewhere? You want to see the waterfall sound, sound of the lion roaring, sound of the thunder, sound of this and that, so many things. But don't forget the silence. Without this ever-changing, aging, dying, continuously changing universe, the changeless have no meaning. You want to be immortal now? You are immortal. Give up your body. Try. For what? That is why murkha vyasanina sarve, the person who is pataka, patakaschaiva, who is studying these things, teaching these things, Sabu Shastra Chintaka does not mean only Vedanta Shastra. Shastra Chintaka means what? Whether you are studying Rigveda, not only these things, Veda, Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Chandas, Jyotisha, Niruktam, every branch of knowledge, Dharma Shastra, Artha Shastra, Kama Sutra, Brahma Sutra, every study that you are doing it are completely useless unless you are aware of yourself, which is the greatest achievement of life. After infinity, what? Iha ched avedit atha satyam asti. Listen carefully. When a Kenopanishad declares Iha ched avedit, here if Iha ched, here ched if avedit, what? Kenopanishad? Yourself, not the book. Iha avedit chet. Are you getting that point? If you know yourself, not the books, words, language, practices, atha satyam asti. There is meaning in your existence. Nachedya avedit. If you do not know this, yourself, mahati vinashti. Infinity is lost. He doesn't say, if you don't know the Kenopanishad, you are useless. If you do not know the Brahma Sutra, you are useless. That is your interpretation because you have nothing else to do. No, Tattvabodha doesn't give you a small Brahman. Siddhi Grantha doesn't give you a huge Brahman. That is Vyasanino Sarve. Person is luxuriating in the thinking. Beautiful, continue. Why not? I'm very happy with myself, but I want all the kingdoms, all the palaces, everything, 7-star, 10-star, 20-star. Why not? But if you have all these wonderful things, but not aware of yourself, you are like a gadha. Absolutely. Really gadha. Bharasya vaha tu chandanasya. You carry the load of sandalwood, but with the biggest nose, you don't enjoy the fragrance of the sandalwood. So in the scriptures, when they say, what? Study scriptures? Know yourself. Why do I study scripture? Just like I tell you, why do I go to school? So that I can have a job. Why do I get a job? So that I can money. Why do I get money? So that I can comfort. Why do I want a comfort? So that I can be happy. Study this book. Why? So that you can go to the next book. Then, Prakarana Grantha finished. Then what will happen? Then you should go to the other Gita, Upanishad, Brahmasutra, Vivek Chudamani. Then you should Brahmasutra. Then Siddhi. So you have all the time to read, no time to be. Why are you reading? For information? Or you are adding to infinity? If you know infinity, nothing can be added. Na vardhate na kanyan, neither increases nor decreases. Being yourself. Close your eyes, friends. Even at this moment, when you stop talking, I stop talking, you stop listening. I'm just watching, thoughts are coming, I'm conscious. No engagement with those thoughts because I don't want to speak. You listen, thoughts are created. You are conscious of your thoughts. But you are not engaged with your thought. Listening is over. Thinking is over. My thinking is over, speaking is over. Consciousness cannot be taken away. As much I am that, that much you are that. Do not hold on to a word. That is why again Kenopanishad, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi na idam yadidam idupasate. Such powerful declarations. It shall take the wind out of yourself. Tad Brahma Tvameva Vidhi. Know yourself to be that Chetana awareness, you want to name it. Brahman, choice is yours. Na idam, yad idam iti upasate. Immediately say, it's not this this puja, you are doing this upasana to this photo, this statue, this god, this idol. Don't give that. Just because you're a thinker, don't destroy the little image of the child, the person who begins his life. What are you doing? Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, that awareness yourself. Na idam, this thought which you are brahmeti upasat. That's it. Thought is very important for you. Information is very important for you. Idea is very important for you. One person is lost in the gross presentation. You are lost in the subtle representation of the same unrepresentable, all-pervasive awareness, where no words mean anything, no practices mean anything, nothing. Yet you are all-pervasive. No choice in being that. You are helplessly condemned to be immortal. If I can use that word. You can't escape being who you are. And what you have, you can never keep. It will always escape you, your individuality. Whatever you have will escape your individuality. Who you are, you can never ever escape. Be that. Thank you, friends. Please see these things in life. Always very simple. And then enjoy this existence. So nice. Sarvam Jagadeva Nandanavanam Sarvepi Kalpadruma. The whole universe is a divine, celestial garden. Everybody is a wish-fulfilling tree. Samastavari Gangavari Nivaha. Every drop of water is Ganges water. Punya samasta kriya. Every action is absolutely noble, virtuous, divine. For whom? Param Brahmani Yasya Ramate Chittam, whose mind revels in himself. You see the same thing everywhere. Neither superior to somebody, inferior to somebody. Neither greater than somebody or smaller than somebody. No. Oneness, ubiquitous, all-pervasive, all-inclusive. There is nothing exclusive about it. All-inclusive. Thank you, friends.